make this thing?
We are going to die together.
Oh, hi everyone. My name's Orlando Belial Jr., but you may call me Lando. Okay, in all seriousness though. My name is Orlando Belial Jr., but you may call me Lando. And this past weekend, I ended up seeing The Disaster Artist, the film that everybody's talking about. That one film. It's out there. Well, sorta out there. It was in select theaters. And did you think they were in Wisconsin? Bitch, please. No, I actually had to go all the way out of Wisconsin. I had to head to Evanston, Illinois, which is right by Chicago. I had to go all the way out there just to see this film. This film isn't going to be released to the public until December 8th. I could wait a week more, but I'm not going to wait a week more. The film is pretty much an adaptation based on a book that talked about the making and origins about the hit worst film of all time, The Room. This movie is bad. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's a bad film, and I'm not gonna lie about it. But it's so bad that it's actually good. You know, it's like seeing something that's so hot that it's cold. Yeah, you get that. I've talked about it in my last review about the movie The Room before. So yeah, I don't really have to repeat myself now, do I? Some people would say, why would you watch a movie that's so bad that you just want to share it to everybody? Why would you do that? That's just stupid. He who has not shown a bad movie or a bad video on the internet, cast the first stone. Ooh. Yeah, that's what I thought. The film stars James Franco as Tommy, Dave Franco, his brother, as Greg, and also has Seth Rogen and a few ensemble of cameos and other characters that, as far as it's concerned, as far as the minor characters are concerned, they really don't get too much into this movie as much as they really should be appreciated for. However, I really think they did contribute enough for what they can contribute to. For instance, there is one character in the movie who actually explains why Tommy made the movie the way he did. It's that it's portrayal of his own life. Wow. One of my friends actually told me that when you first write a story, usually it's about your own life. So I guess it would make sense that this is how they're portraying it in Tommy Wiseau's world. I'm so fed up with this world. Now, one thing one has to understand is that this movie is loosely, not too strongly based off the book that it was written or adapted from. There are some things in the movie that was actually twisted around, actually turned about, or may not have been talked about. For instance, The Room wasn't originally a script for a movie. It was originally a play. I even think it was also a novel at one point in one attempt. But this was the final attempt. This was the final thing that made it really launch as far as it has. And it still continues to launch further. Also, one good example is that Greg has actually done a lot more things than what they portray in the film. In the film, it just looks like he hasn't done anything at all, no movies or anything like that, but he has done some stuff in the past. He's been extras in films even before he met Tommy, and he even was an extra in other films or other movies, played other roles, even after he met Tommy. The movie doesn't really do a lot of description in that and a lot of justice, but then again, you only have an hour and 45 minutes to really compact everything together, which, by the way, I did not think they were going to be able to pull it off, but they did. They gave the chemistry just enough for everyone to really come together in that amount of time, and I think if they went even longer, it probably would have just dragged. So I'm really happy that an hour and 45 minutes was exactly what it needed. It was well paced and was well done in that format. So yeah, props to that. Not like Justice League where it could have been even longer, but Dave Franco as Greg, I liked him. I know some people might think he might have been a bit, you know, not exactly how Greg really is in real life. This movie is centered around him and not really much around the other characters. This is based on his point of view, as the book, or that was originally written, was about him and how he saw things and what people told him. I think his chemistry with Tommy is very good. They really had a strong pact, and it seems like Tommy, you know, you take that man with a grain of salt, because you never know what you could be doing that could really tick him off, or what you may not be doing that could actually make him happy. It's just a weird thing with him. And how Greg actually bonds with Tommy is just, wow, okay, I don't know how you're doing it, but shit, go on, Greg, with your bad self. Even though there are some moments that Tommy actually ruins a lot of things for Greg. Certain opportunities, certain things he really could have gotten. And in this movie, they show that. And there's moments where you just look at Tommy and just go, what the shit, dude? What the shit? That opportunity for Greg to really pursue, and you do this? What the shit? But does that mean you really hate Tommy? Not really. And Tommy, of course, is played by, you know, James Franco. We all know, if you know anything about The Room, if you know anything about Tommy Wiseau, you know he is an eccentric weirdo of a human being. This movie kind of makes you mad at him at times for some of the things that he does, which is really dickish, like not bringing water to the set that has 100 degrees of weather that's outside. Yeah, real dickish move, Tommy, what the hell. But at the same time, you still feel like, even though you've done some dickish moves, Tommy, I see where you're coming from and I see what you're trying to do. This guy really has an idea and a dream. Even though it's not formatted the way he wanted it to or the way society would like it to, he had a dream and he wanted to pursue it. He wasn't just throwing stuff in there like the dude did in The Mummy. Yeah, we know about your shit. As stated, the chemistry between all these characters, they're really well done and they're not too fast-paced. Some characters could have gotten more time and more understanding and more character development, but like I said, given the fact that it's an hour and 45 minutes, maybe it probably would not have worked as well as we wanted it to. The thing that I like near the end is when they actually premiere the movie The Room to the audience and they actually reenact the movie from what you saw. So they actually used the actors like James Franco and they really made him look like he was Tommy Wiseau playing Johnny. It was so well done. I love that. I absolutely did. I was like really amazed at how they pulled that off. So that's amazing. That's really, really good. Yeah, just really, really good. But after seeing this movie from beginning to end, even after the post-credits, which you gotta watch near the end of the film. You can't just leave the theater. Don't do it. Don't do it. Be like Marvel. Wait till after the credits. Even though it's weird and even though it's a bit like, wow, that's a bit out there for this guy. Honestly, truthfully, I like this movie because it really in the end makes you feel inspired. Inspired to fulfill your dreams. And that I was really motivated by. As a person like myself who does YouTube as a hobby, I really like the fact that I can really express myself, which is really what I've always wanted to do my whole life, is to be in front of a camera and to really express myself. And YouTube gives me that opportunity. I may not have a lot of subscribers, I may not have thousands and tens of thousands of subscribers, I may not have thousands of people that view my stuff, but I do have people such as yourself who are willing to check out what I have to provide, and I thank you for that. For me to pursue and express myself and to really share it for everyone to see, I love that. And I will continue to do that. And that's what I liked about The Room, is that they tell you, don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Okay, I'm not gonna sing this. I give it credit for doing that, for saying that even though this was a weird, bonkers of a film that was like, whoa, where did they get the money to make this movie? And by the movie, I mean The Room, not The Disaster Artist. But if I could give this movie a rating between 1 and 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, I'm giving this one of the highest ratings that I've given on my channel so far, a 9.5. I'm serious. This is a fantastic film. It's very imaginative. It's very creative. I don't know if it's imaginative, but you get what I'm saying. It's really, really good. You could tell that this is a movie that they went to Hollywood and said, hey, can we make this movie? Instead of the other way around where it was like, hey, we're Hollywood. Can you make this movie? I guess so. This is an idea. This is the type of movies we need to see. Movies where someone actually has an idea and says, hey, what if we did it? What if we did this instead? That's the thing that Tommy Wiseau did. He had an idea, and that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to take that idea and bring it for all to see. And they did the same thing with The Disaster Artist. Didn't just make a movie just to make bucks. They did a movie to really express and to show the world something amazing. I guess if you can call it amazing, I wouldn't really call it amazing. But nevertheless, guys, it's The Disaster Artist. It comes out next month worldwide for all to see. You guys gotta check this film out. I liked it. I loved it. Fantastic film. I know that some people are saying that it might be Oscar worthy. I can actually see it. I really can. Again, thank you so much for watching my video, and I sincerely hope you check out The Disaster Artist if you are a fan of The Room. And of course, thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you liked it. Leave a like if you have. If you have seen this movie or plan to see this movie, let me know in the comments below. I like to know, and trust me, I'll try to reply as best as I can. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, and be sure to like me on Facebook at Orlando Belial Jr. And if you haven't done so, also find me on Instagram at YoumaycallmeLando. Otherwise, guys, thanks again for watching. More content to come. I'll see you guys next time. In the meantime, you guys take care and rock on.